this spirit spoon for this one.
A homemaker in the kitchen, pots clinking, cooking up love flavors, never shrinking. She adores her man, feeds him like a king. Her heart in the meals, that's where the magic spent. Her love on the stove, passion in every bite. Culinary queen, her love's cuisine, hearts intertwined in a dish serene. Cooking up joy, happiness, fresh green, filling their souls a love supreme.
So this is lunch. We got some pea soup, leftover pea soup. I got some olives, some pepperoni I found in the freezer. So I cut it up. Mozzarella cheese, almonds, a piece of chocolate, some of those crackers I had left over, and some mayonnaise on top. Just a little light lunch. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're eating late today. And that's what I'm having. And Jay is having the same. So tonight for dinner, what I'm planning on doing is taking 2 of the onion buns that I picked up at the Metro. I'm going to use up one of these mixed vegetables, cans of mixed vegetables that I had on the Best Before pantry table. And some barbecue sauce that goes with these ribs. So these are boneless ribs that I got at the butcher's this summer. And I'm going to make a sandwich for supper. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open these buns in half because it's kind of long. Should be in a hot dog bun, I think. So the barbecue sauce came with ribs, but I didn't use it for my ribs. So I kept them into my freezer and I'm going to use it for this. So this is barbecue, Stampede barbecue, I guess it's called. Oh shit. Jeez. And I still have quite a bit left, so I'm going to use that probably this week for something else, maybe some hot dogs or something. Oh, frick, I forgot the cheese. All right, so I'm going to slice up some cheese, some old cheddar cheese. I think I'm going to put it in the air fryer for about a minute just to melt and toast this bun a little bit. So melt the cheese and have a toasty bun. All right, so that's ready. Nice and toasty and cheesy and melty. Gonna add a little bit of pepper. My pepper. So 1, 2. It's a big stacker. Look at that. Push that down. And the other one. 1, 2. So these are almost like McRib, but better. Because they're made at the butcher's. And now, what I'm going to do is add the veggies. Veggies. Lots of veggies. So this is mixed vegetables. We could have had French fries again, or, in the air fryer. But, yeah, we just had that with our last sandwich, which was a meatloaf sandwich. So today we're having the rib sandwich instead. Okay, so I'm going to add a pat of butter for mine because Jay, well, I don't think he wants butter on his vegetables, does he? Jay?
Rather not.
Or rather not, but I do. I love my butter. Love my butter. Okay. And that, my dear friends, is our dinner tonight. Mix that in with the veggies. I've got a little bit of salt. I want to add a little bit of salt to my veggies. And that's it. That's dinner tonight. So we got the mixed vegetables. We got the rib sandwiches on an onion bun. And we have Jello cups for dessert. So this morning I'm making a dessert. I'm using up the pineapple I had in the freezer. I bought a pineapple quite a while back, sliced it up and put it in the freezer in chunks. So I cut them up really small. I'm using some dried coconut, some flaked coconuts unsweetened, and some cherry jello. So this is jelly. I'm going to make some kind of jello with that. Kind of like a Hawaiian jello. So my packet of cherry jello, 1 cup of boiling hot water. I'm just going to stir that until it's all dissolved. Now that's dissolved, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of shredded coconut. I use the unsweetened kind. Just mix that in like that. Make sure it's mixed in well. Then you add the 1 cup of cold water. Couple of stirs. And then you add the rest of the ingredients. So you add the pineapple. Ooh, I need 2 hands. And just because I can, I'm going to add some of these cream cheese chocolate chips. Just put some on there like that. Then just mix it in. Just push it down a little bit there like that. And that's going to go in the fridge. And it will be ready for tonight's dessert. Okay, so it's almost near supper time. It's like 4 o'clock. So I think I'm going to make some beef broccoli. I took out the pack of platinum grilled inside round beef that I bought at my last grocery haul. I took it out of the freezer this morning. I had a head of broccoli in the freezer, so I let that on thaw as well. I'm going to use up this broccoli and beef seasoning mix I had on my best before table. And use up that celery that I had in the fridge. And of course, an onion. So I think I could make up a nice beef broccoli today. So first things first, I sprayed it with olive oil and a little bit of butter. And I'm going to brown this first before anything else. Already pre-cut for me. Would have been nice in thinner slices, but it's all good. Still a little frozen, but it's all good. Da, 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 da. That's pretty much done. So this beef broccoli mix, I dissolved in a 2/3 cup of water. And I'm going to add it to it as soon as I put the vegetables in there. So I rinsed the broccoli. I cut it up. Same with the celery. Along with this onion that I'm about to cut up now. And I'm going to just add to that. I'm going to turn this right down to number 1 while I cut the onion. Okay, so here goes the onions. Here they go. Mix it up. I'm going to add a little bit of that mix that I made. Just a little bit. Mix that up. I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to add the broccoli and the celery that I cut up. So there's still chunks of celery, big chunks of celery, but I did cut them down a little bit because they were pretty big. Just gonna put it back down to medium now. And I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons of, a couple tablespoons of water. And these are teaspoons, so 4 teaspoons of water. Just so I could get this all, steamy and stuff. Then I'll add the beef broccoli seasoning the last 4 minutes because it turns into a gravy. I want to cook this down a little bit. I'm going to let that sit there for just a little bit. And then we'll add the rest of that beef broth. Now, one thing I want to add to this is a little bit of this pure sesame seed oil because I like the flavor of sesame seed oil. So I'm just going to drizzle some on there. Just like that. And that's going to be the extra flavor that I'm looking for. Now, another flavor that I like to add is white pepper. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit of white pepper. Oh, shit. That's a little bit more than a little bit. Makes it spicy. White pepper is actually kind of spicy. Bella, Mama making a video. Why are you so noisy today? Mama making a video, Bella.
She's bored and wants to play.
Yeah, I know.
Get up.
Okay, so I think it's time to add the seasoning mix that I put with the water there. And just put it on there and make that broccoli beef gravy that it turns into. Just mix it all in nice, and then put the lid on, I guess. So cook it for another maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I was looking at my best before table, and I have this basmati rice that I picked up at either a Dollar Tree or Dollarama. One or the other. Put it in the microwave for 60 seconds and it's ready. So that's going to be our side for tonight, the basmati rice. Okay, look at that. It's just ready now. Oh yeah. So 1 minute in the microwave for the rice, and this is pretty much ready. So I'm just going to turn it off. And we're going to have something to eat because I'm quite hungry. Okay, so dinner is served. So I got my beef broccoli and my basmati rice. So this meal cost about $5.50 to $6 because I know I got the broccoli for like 88 cents at the time. And the mix is something I got on the reduced clearance rack, so it's under 99 cents as well. The basmati rice comes from the Dollar Tree or dollar store, so it's probably about $1.25. And of course, the meat was like $2.35. Yeah, so a nice frugal meal once again. I got stuff out of my pantry, off my best before table, and I have a wonderful meal for me and Jay tonight. Nice and delicious. So easy to make too, guys. It only took me 35 minutes to make it. I started around 4 o'clock, and that's cutting everything, cooking everything, and making Bella's meal as well. So 35 minutes and ready on your plate. Can't go wrong. Now, I've never tried this seasoning packet before, so I'm going to try it. See if it's any good. It's got a good flavor. Whew, a little bit of a bite because of that white pepper that I put on there. But it's good. And my sister says this basmati rice is to die for, but let's see. It's rice. It's good though. Good. I might pick those up again. Another delicious meal for me and Jay. So remember this morning I made this pineapple and coconut jello? So this is the first time in my entire life that it didn't set. So I'm going to put it back in the fridge. Tomorrow, if it's not set, I'm going to do something else with it. Make a different dessert. Maybe some kind of cake or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Because this has never in my life happened to me. I tried various things in jello, and jello always sets. Or the jelly is always sets into a consistent jelly, Strange. In my everyday pantry, I have this super moist cherry chip cake mix. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to mix that with the jello and see if it will set and make some kind of cake, maybe like a dump cake or something. I'm willing to try it. Okay, so I tried to let the jello set all night, and as you can see, nothing happened. So I'm wondering if it is the pineapple that did that, maybe the acidity of the pineapple or something. I don't know. But I'm going to try to save this shit show. And I'm going to put it in this casserole dish, or this cake pan. This glass casserole dish. So I put butter, and then I put a little bit of flour, so it doesn't stick to the sides and the bottom. And now I'm just going to pour that in there and put the cake mix on top. There we go, guys. So it's in there. The back of the box says, so I'm using the cherry chipped cake, Eddie Crocker. So the back of the box says 1 cup of water and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and 3 eggs. So I'm not going to be using the eggs. So it should be enough liquid, I think. Okay, now I'm just going to spread it all across. Now, I used to make cakes like this before, but it was bags of fruit, frozen fruit, right? Never with this jello screw up that I did, but it's not a screw up. Maybe there's a given for this. I hope it works. I really do. So I think what I'm going to do now is add some butter on top instead of the oil. So I'll just cut up some butter and put it all over. So it says to put it in for 26 to 30 minutes at 350. I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes and then I'll take a peek at it. So 350, 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, no. This is not going the way I want it to go. So I'm going to add some frozen blueberries on top and then put it back in the oven. So this 300-gram bag worked out perfectly. So I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to take it out and take a peek at it now. It's starting to look like it's just about ready. Okay. Looks like it's just about ready. I might give it another 6 minutes or so, just to make sure that it's browned on top. But as you can see, it's not dry anymore. It sucked up all the juices from the blueberries and from the jello and everything else. Thank God, because I was very nervous that I was going to waste all this food. So I'm putting it in for another 6 minutes. Well, this is the best it's going to get. And it's pretty much ready. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to freeze half of it. And the other half's going to be for this week for desserts. And the other half is going to be when I have ice cream and whipped cream to enjoy it with. So I'm going to show you what it kind of looks like. I've had this before, but I'd never tried it with the jello. Just the fruit. So it's pretty much ready. See, look at that. It's very hot, but I'm going to try it out. It's too hot to touch right now. It just came out of the oven. Mmm. Oh, that's good. So it did turn out. It turned out good. There you go. Let that cool down again. So it is ready, as you can see. So it turned out as a cake. It was supposed to be Jell-O. I really wanted that Jell-O, but it didn't work out. But this worked out good anyways. So cake it is.